the CEO and founder of Royale Classic Creations. I am coming to you today with a short tutorial. It is not going to be a full tutorial because there's already one out regarding this very much trending African Diva style wreath for Christmas this year. I've had a few questions and I wanted to go ahead and just do a really short, quick video to kind of clear those questions up. Because there's already a video out there that is a full, complete video. So I'm just going to show you kind of how I did mine, and then share it with my fellow crafters so that they can see kind of how it can be done and how they can create their own in their own way. So I'm going to do this and it's going to be really, really quick, really short. These are really easy, guys, so don't make them harder than they are, because they're really, really easy to make. And if you want to make them for your friends and family, I think these are wonderful for a great Christmas gift for friends and family. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first thing that you're going to need, so these are the items that you're going to need. You're going to need a foam board, regular foam board, black foam board from Dollar Tree. You will need one of these small wire wreath frames, and I got these from Michael's for a little over $3. So of course you can use your discount, and right now I think they have 50% off, so you can use your coupons to get those. And you are going to need ornaments. I got these from, believe it or not, Dollar Tree. Yeah. So you can get these from Dollar Tree, depending on the color that you want. Dollar Tree usually only has like red and gold and silver. I think they have green. And this year they have the blue, and they also have the Christmas blue colors now. So I got lucky and found some blue. You are going to need little cotton. You are going to need some zip ties. And you're going to need some fabric for your for the headscarf. I was not going to use fabric with this one. I'm doing a royal blue and gold. So I'm going to use this, and I found this at the Dollar Tree as well. So I'm going to use this and see how it works. If it doesn't work the way I want it to work, then I'm going to go ahead and use the fabric that I have. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I will turn this around for a minute. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to find the silhouette image that you need. If you don't have a Cameo or a Cricut, this is probably going to be the hardest task for you, because you have to cut it out yourself. So all you need to do is just go to Google, and I want you guys to see this. See if you see that. Okay, so I went to Google and I put in African woman silhouette. African woman silhouette, and this is all of the images that came up. This is the one that I chose, and this will probably be the best for those that are cutting these out freehand, because it's very easy to just get it cut out. Now you can also use any of these other images that will allow you to, that don't have the watermarks in them. And there's a lot of images that come up. So it's up to you which image you would like to use, but this is the one that I've been using. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put that into your Silhouette or Cricut, whichever machine that you're using, and you're just going to cut that out. Okay, so those that have these machines, they pretty much know how to do this, so I'm not going to go through all of this. Those that don't have the machine, if you're going to be cutting freehand, then of course I don't have to explain that. So that's what you're going to be doing. So you're going to cut that out using your Silhouette or your Cameo on, there's several things that you can use. You can use cardstock. You can use the foam sheets, or I've heard people saying they're using chipboard, and spoke with someone today that's actually doing it with wood. So I'm not sure if the Cameo cuts wood. I'm not sure. But however, she says she's using wood. So those are some different materials that you can use. I am going to be using cardstock today. So the cardstock is, when you're doing the cardstock, you want to cut out 2 images because you want to make it as thick as possible. You can, if you want to make it thicker, you can do that. So you can cut out as many images as you like and kind of stick those together. And I put those together using, I use the adhesive spray, but you can also use a regular glue stick to just put those images together. And then what you would do is get your foam board, and I use these that I found at Dollar Tree. These little plates or platters. And I just place it on here and mark around, and then I cut this out. So this will be the hair portion of the wreath. Now you can also use, if you want it to be larger, I didn't want mine to be that large. If you want it to be larger, you can use this because it's going on the back of there anyway. So you can put that on your foam board and cut this size. Now once you've done that, you're just going to take your 2 pieces, your foam board and your Silhouette, and you're going to glue them together. And this is what it's going to look like once you have them glued together. So that's pretty much all you have to do. Now, once you've done that, you take your wreath, and I'm actually going to do this because I need to get started on this one. So you take your wreath, and you're going to put that on the back of here. So for me to secure this to the back of this, I'm going to need to use my zip ties and my glue gun. So I'm just going to measure out where I want to put my zip ties, and So I want to put one on this side, and one down here. And forgive my area, it's not very clean because I've been working. As you can see, it's a lot going on. And I'm just going to poke those holes all the way through so I can get my zip ties in. And these zip ties I picked up from the Dollar Tree. So you don't have to spend a whole lot of money doing these. I think the most expensive part of this was the frame from Michael's. If they had them at the Dollar Tree, believe me, I would have gotten them. But the ones at the Dollar Tree are much bigger. Now you can use those if you want them to be bigger than what I didn't want mine to be bigger than the 12 to 14 inch range. The ones at the Dollar Tree I believe are 18 inches, and I just thought that was too big. Cut off the excess, and there you go. So now to secure this even more, I'm going to go around. I'm going to go around the zip ties with a little hot glue. Because again, you're working with foam board, so you don't want those to rip right out. And then the parts of the wire wreath that is touching the foam board, I'm just going to go around that with hot glue as well. Okay, so we're going to let that dry for a minute and then we'll come back. So I thought I was going to use this, but I didn't like the way it looked when I tried it. So I'm going to go ahead and use my material. And this is pretty much, if you have some old t-shirts around the house, I would suggest using that instead of going out buying material. Now, on the video that I saw on Facebook, she used, of course she was making one with red, so she used the tree skirts for the small Christmas trees that they have at the Dollar Tree. If you're using different colors, they don't have that option at the Dollar Tree. So you're going to need some material to make that scarf. Now, if you wanted to do this without making a scarf, you can definitely do it. You can use these little things, and I'm thinking I'm going to use a few of these in this design to kind of make it look like they have little curly hairs. And you can just use the ornaments and just kind of cover it up and make it look really nice. So the next thing you would do, which is what I do, is I place my scarf on so that I know where to start with my ornaments. And then you're just placing it on in the way that you would if you were putting the scarf on. I'm hoping you guys can see that. Okay. And then once I have it where I would like it to go, because you kind of want to cover up the forehead a bit. Then I'm going to pull it. And I'm going to use a rubber band to tie that off. And don't break your rubber band like I just did. That'll be for the blooper reel. And it keeps breaking, so that will definitely be for the blooper reel. There you go. So what you're going to do is you're going to glue this down so that it's not lifting, because you're going to put your cotton in there to kind of make it look like there's hair down in there. So cut off your excess, and this doesn't have to be perfect because you're just laying that down. And it just looks like she's wearing a scarf. So then we're going to glue this down because we don't want that moving while we're putting the cotton in. Okay, so then we're going to turn that over because we have this little lip down here. So we want to make sure that we fold that over and glue that down as well so we can make it clean, give it a clean look. And then where the edge is here, we're going to pull our fabric over that so we can cover that. And then we're going to glue that down. So when you're done, this is the back, this is the front. Okay. And then this little portion here, so that you can cover up the rubber band that you have placed there, you're just going to fold it over. You're going to fold it over and make it look like a little flower in the front. And glue that down. Okay, so now you're just going to start stuffing it with your cotton. So I've done it. You're going to spread it out till you get it to your liking. You can make this as small or as big as you like. Now once you've done that, then you start placing your balls, your ornaments, I'm sorry. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. You just start placing your balls, your ornaments. Why do I keep saying that? Your ornaments. And then you just close up the open spots by using either smaller ones or just... Okay, so we are almost done. We have most of our ornaments on. We have some holes in there, as you can see. So what we're doing now is just filling in those holes. And it's just like a puzzle piece, guys. So you're just finding whatever fits better to kind of fill that hole, and you're sticking it in. So that's all you're going to do with that. And then once you're done, you'll put your little embellishments on there. And if you want to do the lips and maybe the eyelashes, you can go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and get that done, and then we will come back and I'll show you the finished piece. So basically just put your ornament in, and every place that the ornament is touching is where you're going to put your hot glue. And it's just that easy, guys. So I'll come back with the finished project, and you can see how our little royal blue and gold lady is looking. And here she is, guys. She's all done with everything, embellishments. We gave her some gold glitter lips. How about that? So guys, you can do so many different things with these wreaths. So I would love to see what you guys come up with, to see your different designs and ideas. So when you make your wreaths, post it for me. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys. You are the best. And as always, be royale, be classy, and be creative. Until next time.